there's not much you can really do about it. And I think if Kane does decide to come out in the summer and state that he wants to leave Spurs, I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that he is going to want to stay in the Premier League because he's on to break Alan Shearer's record. I don't think he'll go abroad, but I think if Spurs don't sell Kane this summer, he'll leave on a free next year regardless. You know what I mean? We're back up and running on YouTube, guys. I think I have it sorted. I think I have it fixed. So anybody that usually watches us on YouTube, full experience, we're over there now if you want to go over and check it out. I think Everton is good, but if you're going back over to YouTube, let me know in the chat. But we're up and running over there again. Let me know if Everton is copacetic, as they say. City joined the race for Kim Min-jae, says Osimhen. Yeah, look, I mean, that was always going to be on the cards as well, wasn't it? That, Kim Min-jae is hot property. He really is, and whoever gets him this summer is going to have stiff competition from other clubs throughout Europe looking for him. So, yeah, if we're in for him, brilliant. It'll be a difficult one to get over the line, but he's got a 40 million release clause in his contract, so whoever does get him is going to get a good defender for a bit of a steal, if you ask me. But yeah, keep smashing the like button, guys. Really appreciate it. Over 200 people watching. Like I said, if anybody wants to tune into the YouTube channel, we're live over there as well. Link is on my homepage, United Community Channel. And we've got the full experience over there. The scoreboard, the timer, the ticker tape, all that kind of stuff is on the screen. Go check it out and get involved in the chat over there. Ben is back over as well. Smash the like button. Love it. Love it. But yeah, let me know your score predictions. Anybody who's just joining, guys, let me know what way you think this game is going to go. City, Arsenal. I think City are going to win, I have to say. I think they'll have too much, but you never know. You never know. How has your day been, says Eva. It's been great. Been great. Yeah. Normal day in work, minding babies then, and yeah, so it's been great. I'm still shocked we spent 80 million on Maguire, says Osimhen. Yeah, I mean, I think the entire world is shocked. Well, I think maybe outside of United fans, maybe they're not, considering how poorly we spent our money. Are we all Maguire out, says yeah. I've yet to see a United fan that wants him to stay, if I'm being 100% honest, but yeah. think Arsenal will win, then lose all their league games. Jordan says, do you work in an office or from home, Jack? I work in an office, I work from home, but I do go into the office once every 2 weeks. So, yeah. Work from home. All good. All good. Arsenal are going to win 5-0, says Sheikh. Big call there. Big call there. But yeah. Favourite Arsenal player, past or present? Don't really like Arsenal, but my favourite Arsenal player... Nah, I don't like any of them. I don't like any of them. I don't like any of them. If you're going with quality, you'd have to say someone like Dennis Bergkamp or Thierry Henry or Paul Merson was a fucking fantastic footballer. You know, someone like that. Tony Adams was an unbelievable centre back. So yeah, players like that. But I don't like any of them. My little one does. She loves Maguire, unfortunately, for some reason. Yeah, she'll learn. Don't worry, she'll learn. When she gets a little bit older, just show her some of the compilation videos on YouTube of him, Ben. You know, once she understands a little bit of football, she'll be laughing. What way am I calling it? Says the Kerry man. I'm going to go 3-0. Actually, no, I won't. I'll go 3-1 to Man City. I think Arsenal could score, but I think City should have enough for him. I really do. But you let me know, guys, what you think. I just hope it's a cracking game. That's all I hope for. Let's have a look, see if we got any updates on United as well, because I did see. Let's see. Yeah, so there's some news breaking in the last 20 minutes or so in relation to bids. There's a number of different updates here. They're all coming from Mike Keegan. He says Sir Jim Ratcliffe is offering a deal for Manchester United that would enable Joel and Avram to remain stakeholders at the club. Now, obviously minority stakeholders, maybe, but that's huge. That's huge. One of the options on the table for the Glazers would see Sir Jim Ratcliffe take a controlling stake of more than 50%, with the two Glazers retaining a combined 20%. Jesus Christ, that doesn't sound good, does it? Those close to Manchester United's sale process say that the prospect of Sir Jim Ratcliffe taking 50% may well prove to be the preferred option with the two Glazer brothers. Such a scenario would be likely to feature a promise of further investment from Jim Ratcliffe's Ineos to redevelop Old Trafford or build a new stadium, upgrade the training ground and provide substantial transfer funds for Eric Ten Hag. There's also reports suggesting that Sheikh Jassim will present his concluding offer before the deadline on Friday, which is for full control of Manchester United. He has no interest in taking a partial stake in Man United. He is viewed as having the deepest pockets and remains an attractive proposal. A full takeover is also viewed as a cleaner transaction. It is expected that preferred bidders will be selected within days after the deadline, with the aim to have investment or new owners in place at Manchester United for the next transfer window, which opens in June. So there we go. The second part of that is a lot more promising than the first part. I mean, I think any scenario where the Glazers remain in any shape or form, obviously Sir Jim Ratcliffe would technically be calling the shots because he has the majority ownership of Man United. But if the two Glazer brothers remain with 20% each, that's not going to go down well with fans. That is just not going to go down well with fans at all. So that's a worrying report coming out from Mike Keegan. We'll know more, obviously, in the coming days. But yeah, that does not sound good if you're a Manchester United fan. It really doesn't. Kane says, a bit confused. Have not seen you without a United kit on. Yeah. Just wearing an Armour jumper. Well, you need to start watching some of the news shows that we do, guys. Anybody on TikTok, we watch or we do news shows throughout the week as well. Manchester United news, and then we do match previews. The match preview for tomorrow night's game dropped today as well, so it's on my YouTube channel. Go check it out. We do a match preview for all of the United games as well. So make sure you're checking it out. Hit the like button, hit subscribe, but make sure you're subscribing to the YouTube channel so you don't miss out on all of that kind of stuff, guys, because obviously on TikTok we just do the watch-alongs here, but we do a lot more over on YouTube, news shows, podcasts, watch-alongs as well, all of that kind of stuff. So make sure you're getting stuck into that as well. Link for the YouTube channel is on my homepage. Hi, Jack says, I just a dipper, how much is Kane worth now? I wouldn't want to be paying over 80 million for him. Now, look, I mean, I've said it before with Kane. I think, you know, if you're looking for guaranteed goals in the Premier League, Kane is your man. He is just your man. You know, it doesn't get more certain than Kane to score goals in the Premier League, in my opinion. I mean, I don't see how else. You know, I don't see. Look, obviously, you know, Osimhen is the other player that's been linked, you know, with a move away and one of the top strikers in Europe looking to move this summer. And, you know, if United do sign Victor Osimhen, I would be delighted. But I just think that I think Kane is more guaranteed to get you goals because he's done it in the Premier League now for nearly 10 years. So, you know, would Osimhen come and not score goals in the Premier League? Probably not, but it's a possibility. And I think you look at Kane this year, it's been a terrible season for Spurs, and Kane's got like 26 goals or something. So, yeah. The last post says, I'll be surprised if Arsenal get a result here. And Osimhen is in. He says, evening all, no members chat or hair gel tonight. Nah, no United jersey, no hair gel. No members chat. Just a nice chilled out. Hopefully we get a good game. You know, I just got too much hair. I need a haircut. And I'm going to Spain on Tuesday to play golf with a few of the boys. So I'm going to be getting my haircut maybe tomorrow, I'd say. Osimhen, we got new stickers. Can't be asking too much. There you go. There's new stickers in. I give you 2 new stickers on YouTube for the chat. So there you go. There you go. And I don't even. I think the thumbs up one. I have no gel in that one either. So for a sticker, so we're stuck. We're stuck with no gel on YouTube for life. Red Nation says, who cares how much they cost? We'll have unlimited funds. Well, you won't. See, that's the thing. You don't have unlimited funds. You know, you have to stay within the financial fair play rules as well. And I think, you know, United spent an awful lot of money last year, so we need to clear the decks and get rid of some of the dirt that we have there. We done well last summer in terms of getting rid of, you know, your Pogbas and your Lingards and these types of players. And this summer now is round 2 for clearing out the deadwood, I think. Watch be typical Arsenal to win 2-1, says Paul. John says, hey Jack, what happens with Europe spots with the Manchester final? I don't think it really matters, because there's not a Champions League spot up for grabs for an FA Cup win. And it looks like both of us are going to get into the Champions League anyway. I think you get into the Europa League maybe if you win the FA Cup, I think. Yeah, so Ocean says that sticker is worth the membership alone. It's a good one, isn't it? Good one. But yeah, it's great to see so many people in, guys. Keep smashing the like button for us, and hit the follow button if you're new to the channel as well. We're we're over 30,000, so it's great to say for the first time that we're actually closing in on 40,000. Because I've been saying 30,000 for an awful lot on TikTok, and we got over the 30,000 mark. I think we're 8 subscribers away on YouTube from 3,000 subscribers as well. So if anybody can, watching on TikTok, click the link on my homepage. There's a YouTube button on it. Just click the button, hit subscribe, and come straight back. Or go watch us on YouTube now. We're live over there. We've got the scoreboard and the timer and all of that kind of stuff on the screen as well. Go check it out. Let's have a look here. We'll give you some of the other scores before we kick off here. Oh, we're up and running, so I won't before we kick off. But yeah, we're up and running, guys. Here we go. Liverpool are 1-0 down to West Ham. Let's all laugh at Liverpool. Come on, everybody put the laughing faces in your comments there into the chat. Get the laughing faces in for Liverpool. Come on, let me see them laughing faces. Owen is the first one in. John, I see. There we go. Look, they're starting to come in now. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Poor old Liverpool, huh? But we're up and running here, guys. Great to see so many people in as well. Keep smashing the like button. Hit the follow button if you're new to the channel. I appreciate all the support, guys. But, yeah. Katie says, I need a rant, Jack. See the latest off Sir Jim? I did, Katie, and you're well within your rights to have a rant after hearing that. So, for anybody who didn't hear, any United fans, Sir Jim Radcliffe, there's reports suggesting that Sir Jim Radcliffe is looking to... Sir Jim Radcliffe taking 50% of Manchester United and looking to keep both the Glazers on as stakeholders in Manchester United. So this is coming from Mike Keegan, and he says that basically Sir Jim Ratcliffe, he's not looking for full ownership of the club. He would want the majority stakeholder, over 50%, but he would be happy to keep both Glazers on in some capacity as stakeholders. Chance! Penalty! Free out! What is the ref after giving there? There's big cause for a penalty here early on. So there is. Now, VAR will have to have a look at this, but there's a massive call here early on. Jack Grealish gets around Ben Wright and he puts a good ball in, and Ramsdale comes out and just palms it down into the middle. That's a penalty. There's no way that should be a free out. De Bruyne is going for the ball. And Partey comes in nowhere near the ball. That's a penalty. That has to be a penalty rather than a free out, in my opinion. That looks like a Stonewall penalty. That's a huge call out the referee. Huge call. Oh, man, I don't know how they're after getting away with that. I really don't. Red Nation says, what a mess that Jim Ratcliffe would make of our club. It doesn't make for good reading. Really doesn't. But great to see so many people in, guys. Really appreciate it. Like I said, anybody watching on TikTok, if you want the full experience, get over to YouTube. We're live over there as well. We've got the scoreboard and the timer on the screen, all of that kind of stuff. Go check it out. Link is on my homepage, or just search United Community Channel on YouTube. Hit subscribe and get in the chat. Let us know that you've come over from TikTok in the chat. But yeah, huge call early on here. I don't know how that was a free out. Should have really been a penalty. Martinelli is down the right hand side now. Nice little ball to Saka. Doubles on it across the 6-yard box, but Walker is on the sweep. Good attack by Arsenal, in fairness to them. One all, Liverpool and West Ham as well, guys. Liverpool are after equalising against West Ham. Callum is in. Good to see you, pal. Thanks for joining. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing good. But, yeah, let me know in the chat, guys. Who would your ideal signing and who would your number one target be in the summer? Obviously United have been linked with Kane, Osimhen, Neymar in the last couple of days. Obviously Frankie de Jong was been linked for a few weeks, and who would you want as Man United's number one signing in the summer? Obviously we need to strengthen a couple of areas. You nervous for the Spurs game, says Kieran? Not particularly. I think it's a great thing, and it's something that Ten Hag has to take a lot of credit for. From United fans specifically, I'm not nervous going into games that much anymore. Even the Brighton game on the weekend, where I knew we were going to come up against a really difficult side in Brighton, you're not nervous anymore. It's not Solskjaer or Ranić that's minding us, So here's De Bruyne on the run now, looking for a strike. Oh, great strike! 1-0 to see! Oh, what a goal by De Bruyne! He's class. As much as I hate City, he is class. What a start by City. What a start by Kevin De Bruyne. And for a man that doesn't have an awful lot of pace, and I think he knows his limits when it comes to it. He's running through the middle, and there's a runner off him. I think it's Jack Grealish on the left-hand side. But the Arsenal defence gets slightly sucked out to him. He goes the other way. And I think it's Gabriel that's keeping in with him. He knows he can't beat him for pace, so he takes the early shot. Sides footed near post. It's 1-0 to City. Oh, and Arsenal have it all to do. Arsenal have it all to do. Big long ball, and it's De Bruyne that's running off of Haaland. It's usually the other way around. De Bruyne just gets into a little bit of space, opens his body, side foots it with power to the near post. Should Ramsdale have saved it? Let's have a look here. It's a brilliant strike, but you can't really be getting beaten from outside the box at your near post. I'd be a little bit critical of Ramsdale there, I'd have to say. And the City crowd look absolutely normal. Jesus, there's no atmosphere in that stadium at all, is there? Bunch of bums. Osimhen says, I've said for a while now, Glazers don't want full sale. They want their dividends without getting the abuse. Dale says, Frankie can go away now, done with him. Katie says, we need a full sale, not half in, half out. But Arsenal have to come out now. They're 1-0 down. They're going to have to step out here. Alex, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Free out. Glazers use our club as a game. Yeah, it's like playing Football Manager for him, ain't it? Well, it's not even like playing Football Manager. It's like somebody paying you to play a Football Manager, basically. But, I mean, Arsenal have it all to do here. 1-0 down after, 6 minutes? They're 1-0 down after. I mean, they're going to have an awful lot of work to do. They're going to have to step out now and go for it because the Premier League title is on the line. I think if City win tonight, it's basically over. Great to see so many people in, guys. Holding getting tight to Haaland there. What a first touch out of him. And people who say Haaland only scores goals, I mean, that was class. The first touch and little layoff to De Bruyne. But I would be critical of Ramsdale. I don't think you can be beaten. I don't think you should be beaten from that far out at your near post. I just don't think. Let me know what you think. Osimhen says, gun to your head, you have to take one player from the traditional top 6. City, Arsenal, Spurs, Liverpool, Chelsea. Who are you taking? That's a great question. Right, so one player from the top 6. I presume it's players that are currently playing. Well, I'm not going to take anyone from Chelsea because they're dirt. Spurs, it's either Harry Kane or Heung-min Son. City, it's hard to look past Haaland. Like, we need a number 9. If you're talking about United, what we need more than anything else is a number 9. You know, you put Haaland into our team this season, we win the league. Just for goals alone, you know what I mean? The goals he's scored, the numbers he's put up, you put him into our team this season, I think United would win the league. You know. So I'd probably say Haaland. Yeah. Let me know yours though. Mickey Mouse goalkeeper says Ben. Pep is losing the plot on the sideline as usual. Brighton are 1 up as well, guys, on Nottingham Forest just before half time. Tom says City are going to win the treble. It's easier said than done, but it's certainly on for them. I mean, let's put it this way. Who do you think City would have preferred to win between us and Brighton the other day? Do you think they would have preferred Brighton to win? Absolutely not. Brighton in an FA Cup final would have been a hell of an easier game. I don't care. You could have put out Manchester United's worst team in history against City in an FA Cup final. It would be a very difficult game. So, look, they've got a long way to go. They've got to beat Real Madrid in the Champions League. So, wouldn't it be fantastic? Is the Champions League after the FA Cup? Let me see. It's on June the 1st. No, so I think, is the FA Cup final on... Oh no, it's the 10th, so it's on after the FA Cup. Yeah, but wouldn't it be great? So like if United stop City doing the treble by beating them in the FA Cup final. It's probably going to have to be the case, but I mean, if anyone is to do it, you'd want United to do it, wouldn't you? City's treble all depends on the United derby. Yeah, Dara says it there, absolutely. If City win the treble, would it be better than our treble? Well, it would be the same, basically. Same 3 trophies. I think if City win the treble, obviously the team will go down in history as one of the best ever in England, along with the 99 team. I think if you're looking at achievements, if City go on and win the treble, there's no question that, you know, the greatest English teams in modern era would be then the United and City teams that have done the treble, you know. And I know you'll have Liverpool fans harping on here now about, you know, oh well, we won the league and the FA Cup and the Champions League in 3 different seasons or whatever it was. Yeah, but you know, you already have a team that has done it in 1 season and potentially a team now that's going to do it for a second time. So, but I can tell you one thing for certain: if City do not do the treble, they'll just shut down, because United fans are just going to give you absolute dogs abuse, regardless of what else you win. You know what I mean? I mean, it's kind of, if you don't win the treble, if you win the league and the FA Cup, we'll just say, well, you sure, haha, you still didn't win the Champions League. If you win the league and the Champions League, it will mean that we will have beaten City in the FA Cup final, so we can just go haha. And if they throw away the league from this position, then we can just laugh at them anyway. So, yeah, if they don't win the treble, we can all have a big laugh at them. Osimhen says our treble was slightly harder because, and people will disagree, it was harder to do. No silly money floating about. League was tighter to win back then. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Dara says, to be honest, the treble nowadays ain't much compared to what it was. I would probably slightly disagree with that one, Dara, given the fact that if it was a lot easier to do now, it would have been done already. You know what I mean? A treble is extremely difficult. Extremely difficult. Hence why it's only been done once. So, yeah. Ben says City will be happy with Champions League and the Premier League double. Dara says I constantly listen to a lot of work that Salah is the best player in the Premier League in the last 5 years. He's up there. As much as I hate saying it, he's up there as one of the best. Yeah. Salah is probably he is one of the best players in the Premier League in the last 5 years, but, you know, I would probably agree with him on that, but I wouldn't agree with Liverpool fans saying, you know, this bullshit that the Liverpool team that we've had over the last years is one of the greatest teams in Premier League history. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. You didn't retain one trophy you won. Not one. And the only double you won was an FA Cup and Carabao Cup double. And, correct me if I'm wrong, but you had an open-top bus parade for that. I remember open-top bus parades used to only be for things like trebles. Seems to be done every year now. But yeah, see, you've slowed the game right down here, guys. It's been... Arsenal have been struggling to kind of get a foothold in the game. City, you've got the early goal and can just sit back now and just dictate possession, dictate tempo. And they're playing quite well, in fairness to them. Osimhen says Liverpool won a COVID Premier League too. Yeah, exactly. I mean, the only Premier League they won was... And they had no fans. You got no fans! You got no ground. You want some? And Miss Martinez says, Mouse, don't we all? Don't we all? Don't worry, he'll be back though. He'll be back for the new season, ready to go. So it's 1-1. Brighton versus Forest. Half time. That's a good result for United so far. Obviously, league table there. Although Brighton are not a major threat for us. Yeah, I mean, I suppose if they draw tonight, we'll be 9 points ahead of them. So I think if we can beat Spurs tomorrow night, I think it'll wrap up top four. Unless there's a complete and utter collapse by either United or Newcastle, I think top four will be wrapped up. We might do the Liverpool double this year, fingers crossed, as Party Pooper. We might, and I hope we do. The one thing I don't hope is that we have an open top bus parade. That's the one thing I hope. But great to see so many people in, guys. If you're new to the channel, do hit the follow button. All of the watch-alongs throughout the season, daily football and United content. Make sure you're hitting that follow button. Smash the like button as well. We're closing in on 40,000 followers. And of course, we're live over on YouTube as well. So if you want the full experience, link is on the homepage. You've got the scoreboard, the timer, all on the screen. United Community Channel on YouTube. David says, who do you support? See that big crest right there, David? Scouse Power says, don't forget 7-0. Oh, well, we won't. And I think anytime we will remember 7-0, we will remember that that's the only thing he done in the entire season. We're too busy challenging for trophies and top four. So you can have your 7-0. No problem. Adam is in with the Teo stickers. Osimhen says, I disagree. We should have an open top bus right up Anfield Road. We can deliver the 7-Up trophy on the way. I would be okay with that. So I would. Yeah, Arsenal winning free kick. Arsenal are struggling in midfield. I think City's midfield are dominating. Rodri, Gundogan, De Bruyne. But Arsenal have a free in a decent position. This is a question me and one of the lads had. Chelsea had so many great players they let go. Who would you say no one is? KDB, Lukaku, Salah. Yeah, I mean, look, Chelsea were always a team that had massive amounts of players on their books and loaned out and things like that. So obviously some gems were going to fall through the cracks. Oh, Brentford are 1 up on Chelsea as well, guys. Chelsea could get relegated, you know that? Like, Chelsea really could get relegated still. What are they off of the 28? They're 11 points off. They're probably safe, but it's crazy. Crazy. Arsenal just enjoying a little bit more possession the last couple of minutes. Not doing much with it though. City are keeping their shape really well and keeping them pinned back. Could Lampard get fired? I mean, there's talks of Pochettino, isn't there? Is that Pochettino is basically done and dusted? Is that at the end of the season? I mean, I don't see why. I don't see the point. If you're going to go get Pochettino, put him in now. Give him 7 or however many games, 6, 7 games, where he can look at the players and say, I don't fancy you. I don't fancy you. I like you. I like you. And then you know the business you need to do in the summer. Rather than a manager coming in at the start of June. The players are gone on holidays for a month. It's the middle of July before you get them back and kind of see what mentality there is. But you could know by the end of May which ones you want and which ones you don't. I don't see the reason in not putting in a manager straight away and this interim manager. And I think we know too well as United fans how much hardship we had with the likes of Ralph Rangnick. Now, I can understand in a way why United were doing it, because Erik ten Hag was contracted with Ajax until the end of the season and we obviously wanted to wait for him. But for someone like Chelsea, where Pochettino is available and he's free, he doesn't have a job, just go get him. Put him in straight away. Oh, De Bruyne is in. He's in again. No pace. Can he turn again on his right? Oh, back on his left. Oh, what a block. Oh, and they get it away. Brilliant defending. Should have been 2-0. Should have been 2-0. Paul says, let's all laugh. Chelsea losing to Brentford. I guess we never seen this coming. I feel for you, Paul. Alzi says, your hair looks different. Yeah, we've got no gel in it today. So, al natural. We had an interim for an interim, says Patrick. I don't think it's who the manager fancies or doesn't. It's who Big Todd fancies. Yeah, that's certainly true as well. But I still think you could get a sense of what players you're going to play and what players you like. And I think Pochettino will do well there. City are all over Arsenal. They're just swarming them. Oh, lovely ball. Here's Bernardo Silva now gets to the end line. Little ball back to Bruyne with a cross in. Oh, good header away. Arsenal are living on the edge here. A chance for a break here with Saka though up the right hand side. Yeah, Jack Grealish with good defensive work there and gets back, gets a toe in. But yeah, 1-0 to Man City, guys. 27.5 minutes gone. City dominating. Absolutely dominating. Haaland's on the run. He's away here. Oh, De Bruyne has got to run inside him as well if he can pick him out. Oh, Haaland is in. Oh, save. What a save. Oh, he scuffed his shot. It should be 2-0. It should be 3-0. City are all over Arsenal. Arsenal are hanging on with their fingernails. What happened to the hair? Just no gel today, that's all. No gel. But see, you're just comfortable here. You know, you're talking about a really good Arsenal team here as well that have been, you know, top of the table for basically the whole season. And City are making them look average here. Let's see. Patrick says, can we point out Chelsea have a world-class number 9 who isn't even registered? Just stupid that they have enough players to field 4 or 5 teams. Kate says they had over 30 odd players at Chelsea's first team. Paul says, only good thing is we might beat Stoke next season on a wet and windy Monday night. Maybe so, Paul. Maybe so. Patrick says, Arsenal would make treble champions. They've bottled the run in. Rest of the season means nothing if you can't finish the season firing. I agree. How many of these check my private videos accounts are there on TikTok? I'm after blocking about 50 of them. You changed your hair. Jesus, there's a lot of questions about the hair tonight. I just don't have any gel in it. Do you know what? Look. Now. Here we go. United Community Channel. Down. Get up, Walker, you absolute blouse. Going for the Garnacho look. Scores 1-0 to City, guys. Should be 3. How are you this evening? Bud says, Dave, United win tomorrow night to seal top 4. I would think so, yeah. I would think so. I mean, look, if we have a look at the league table, I mean, Villa are in 5th. We've got 3 games in hand on them and we're 5 points clear of them. We've got 2 games in hand on Spurs and we're already 6 points ahead of them. Liverpool are next. We've got 2 games in hand on them. We're 8 points clear of them as well. So, and we're 9 points ahead of Brighton and they're only drawn at the moment. So I think if we win tomorrow night, I think top 4 is pretty much done and dusted. Yeah. Looking sharp with the hat, says Daniel. There we go. Oh, Hala with a strike at the near post. Good save. Patrick says, change your hair, just pop it off and swap it like the Lego man. Yeah, maybe so. I just have to take off the no gel hair and put on the full gel hair. See, Barcelona want buy Aubameyang back. They're just a bunch of bums, Barcelona. They really are. A lot of dog hair on the hat. Can you see it? There is a lot of dog hair on the hat. Oh, fuck, you can see it. Fuck it. There's a lot of dog hair on the hat, ain't there? Look at that. So, this is the office. Obviously, it's green screened and all of that. But the dog, anytime I'm working over here, say at the bottom of this podium, is where the dog just sleeps right beside me when I'm working. So, my hat must have been underneath him. The scoreboard. Jeez, I forgot about the scoreboard. There we go. Okay, he says, Jack, tomorrow can we live about the owners and sale for tomorrow? I'd be interested. Yeah, so we'll be doing the news show tomorrow afternoon, guys, at 2:00. And obviously, the major talking point will be the bids, the incoming bids, and the reports about that. So I'll be doing the news show at 2:00 tomorrow on YouTube. Make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. Hit the bell notification. You get notified when we go live. Patrick says, halftime scores, Forest 1, Brighton 1, Brentford 1, Chelsea 0, West Ham 1, Liverpool 1. Great set of results all round, you'd have to say, wouldn't you? You know what we'll do? That hat's starting to annoy me already. Let's pop the hood. Let's just... Here we go. C says it's quite impossible for Arsenal to get the ball off him. Yeah, see, you're just absolutely dominating. Absolutely dominating. De Bruyne is running the show in the middle of the park. Rodri and Gundogan behind him just mopping up everything. Here's Arsenal coming down the right-hand side, though. I mean, see, you're still only 1-0 up here. Here's Partey now striking the edge of the box. Oh, it's wide. I mean, that's the problem that you're going to have. I mean, if you don't get a second goal here by City, I mean, they're Arsenal are not out of this game. They're only a goal behind. You know what I mean? Osimhen says, no members chat, no hair gel, no scoreboard, UCC gone to the dogs altogether. Sure, look, I'm zoning in on holiday mode, Osimhen. I'm going to Spain for 5 days with myself and 3 of the boys to play golf, bit of sunshine, a few dos cerveza, por favor, and a bit of that. So yeah, I'm in wind down mode. Although I will be going live from over there. I might only be able to do it on TikTok though. Oh, Jack Grealish is away down the left hand side. It's 3-on-3 here. Goes inside the Haaland. He's got Bernardo Silva right of him. Oh, goes himself. Strike! Oh, he pulls it wide. City are creating all the opportunities. Is this going to come bite him in the bum? Ben says, Jack, what boy band are you in? No Direction. From no gel to dog hair to gangster mode. That's what you get here on the United Community Channel. You know, you don't know what kind of stream we're going to have. You know, I remember Osimhen said it at one stage. He said, this is why I keep coming back to the United Community Channel. 1 minute we're watching football. The next minute your wife is coming in asking you to put together ties for the child. So, you know, that's what you get here. Hit the follow button. What score do you think tomorrow? I done 3-0. Yeah, I think the score prediction I went for 3-0 as well. I have a feeling... Oh, Grealish is a wanker. He wears a wanker's hat. And when he's and fancy. Anyway, I can't sing the rest of that song, Patrick. I was singing it in Lille in 2016 about Jack Grealish, and I can't sing it online here because my account will be shut down. So yeah. But yeah, make sure you check out the match preview, guys. It's up on my YouTube channel. I done a match preview today for the game tomorrow night. We do my predicted 11 score predictions. We talk about Bruno Fernandes, about the back four as well. Go check it out and give it a thumbs up. And we won our cup final last night as well. My pub team won the cup final last night on penalties. So we did. We won 5-4 after in sudden death. We won 5-4 on penalties in sudden death. And yes, I did take one, and yes, I did bury it. I'd take a draw tomorrow. No easy game, says Red Nation. I'd be going all out for a win. Edited, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Who else has hit the follow button there, guys? Let me see. Let me go back up here. Who's hitting the follow button? Jay, thanks for the follow. Mike, thanks for the follow. Follow. Damien, thanks for the follow as well. Much appreciated. You'll be banned, chopped and quartered and probably sent to jail if you sang that in this day and age. Oh man, we sang it for a week over in Lille before the Italy game in 2016. It was just after Grealish went from Ireland to England, changed his allegiances. There was a couple of songs we sang about him that were unsavoury, to say the least. No photo proof, never happened, says Osimhen. Exactly. Just going around with a little fake moustache on. Just saying hola to everybody. What's your name? Jacko. That's where that ball came from, in my back garden. No, that was the Brighton penalty on the weekend. Oh, Gundogan is in end line here. Oh, Haaland, what a save! Oh, Ramsdale is keeping Arsenal in this game. He's keeping Arsenal in this game. Great save by McCain. City really should be more than 1-0 up here, though. Oh, poor pass on Arsenal. How it's only one here at what, less than 5 minutes. City should be 4-5-0 up here. One day you're Irish, the next you're English. Eh, Jack? Pour out Jack Grealish, boy. Alzi says it should be 19-0. Adam says, I reckon since it isn't a United game, try a different flavour of potatoes, mate. No, do you know what? Because it's not a United game, I'm not eating potatoes at all. Going on holidays now and be lying by the pool now in another few days like that. All the potatoes fucking swelling out of me. Such fluid chat non-stop. Appreciate it, Ben. That's what we're here for. I don't want to be sitting here in silence. Slip by Grealish now. Give Arsenal a chance to come up the left-hand side here. Zinchenko with a cross into the box. Oh, and it's a very important header there by Diaz. And it's going to be a corner to Arsenal. A Teo free night, says Shane. Yeah, it's well needed. It's well needed. A Teo free night. A Teo free stream. Did Mr. Whippy come? No, not today. The chap that comes, the ice cream man that comes around our place comes up from Cork, which is like a 2-hour drive. It's crazy. Comes up most days. Dara says, is Bruno actually injured? Well, I do think he has an injury. I think the boot and the crutches and all that are precautionary measures. Sometimes you twist your ankle like that. It's happened to me a good few times down through the years playing. That, you know, it's just it's kind of an impact swelling and there's no real damage. You just need some protection. Keep the weight off it for a couple of days and you're good to go. So I think he's going to be missing for tomorrow night, but hopefully we'll have him back for Aston Villa. Corner now to Arsenal, swung in. That should be too close to the keeper. Yeah, he punches away. But Arsenal will get a second bite of the cherry here. Saka now cross. Too deep. Goal kick. UCC is proudly sponsored by Teo, the number one snack in Ireland since 1954. Now, someone needs to fucking clip this and send it to Teo and get him to sponsor the channel. UCC is proudly sponsored by Teo, Ireland's number one snack since 1954. Salt and vinegar, cheese and onion, smoky bacon. Your choice. Walter says we've absolutely bottled the league. Oh man, you've absolutely bottled it. Well, look, you're not the first team to do it and you won't be the last. This game is not over yet, though. It's only 1-0. Keep it at 1-0. Half time. Come out in the second half. Our ice cream man comes at around 8 or 9 p.m, especially when it's horrible out in Kildare. I remember years ago when you'd be a kid and the ice cream man would come and it would always be 20 minutes before your dinner was ready. You'd be out playing out in the street, back before there was phones or any of that shit, or the internet. You'd be out playing Tip the Can or Kiss Chase or something. And your mother would shout out, dinner will be ready in 20 minutes. And you go, right, oh, okay. And then you just hear the ice cream man coming and it's just typical, ain't it? And you go running in, Ma, can I have 50 pence for an ice cream? No, your dinner will be ready in 20 minutes. Fuck's sake, mate. You'll only ruin your appetite. Always the same. Prawn cocktail. Nah, never a fan of him, Dylan. Never a fan of him. CC says, who would United need to sign realistically in the summer to get closer to the top of the Premier League? We need a 30 goal a season striker. And we then need depth in midfield and defence. If we can get a midfielder and a defender, squad players. Oh, header! 2-0! John Stones, it's offside. It's offside. He did look offside in fairness. What a ball in by Bruyne. And it just looks like Arsenal just held their line. John Stones goes just a second too early. He goes, stops, and then goes again. But yeah, offside. But yeah, I think if we can get a number 9, and then if we can sign, say, Sabitzer on a full-time deal, along with either, you're talking Frankie de Jong, or I know United are linked with Bellingham as well. I don't know if that would ever happen, but a couple of midfielders to make up the squad, and then maybe another centre-back. So you would have Varane, Martinez, Lindelof, and your other centre-back. I think then you're talking, you'd have depth in your squad. Oh, wait now. This goal could be on the toe of Ben White. The toe of Ben White. Is it ahead of the sleeve? Oh, this is tighter than it looked. That is very close. Very close. We haven't got a decision yet. This could be a goal. This is a goal, lads. This is a goal. This is going to be a goal. It's going to, yeah, he's onside. It's 2-0 to City. 2-0 to City. The league is over. The league is over. Two-nil right on the stroke of half time. The league is over. The league is over. It's over. Congratulations to Manchester City on winning the league. It really did look offside, but when you look at the other angle, it's Ben White's toes keeping him on all the way. Where's your City jersey? There's a homeless cat that lives down the road that's using it for toilet paper, I think. Bit of a argy-bargy here down in the corner. Come on, Ben, get up. I mean, when you're plucking your eyebrows like that and you have fake tan like that, you can't be expected to be a big hard man and be throwing it around to other lads. Man. Ruben Diaz is stupid in what he done there. He kicked out at Ben White. He's after getting the yellow card, and I think VAR are looking at it. No need for it from Diaz. You're 2-0 up just before half time. But yeah, I mean, I think the league is over, lads. I think the league is over. And there's half time. 2-0 to City. League over? Let me know in the chat, yes or no. League over? Simon, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Butler, says Ben. See, you're absolute bottler, says Patrick. Arsenal are a mess, says Katie. League is done, says Ben. It's over, says C. Andreas says over. Red Nation says City are streets ahead of the rest. They absolutely are. League well over. Bottler, says Shane. Typical Arsenal, says Tamid. JDM says league is done. Dorbo says 100% over. Yeah. Footy says Arsenal are bottlers. I mean, there we go. Told you weeks ago, says H. I've been saying it for months now that City were going to win the league. I always thought they would. AFTV will get shut down after that, after what Robbie will say on it. Brighton going to beat City for sure, says Oliver. Walter says we've came back from 2 before. We have this trust. Hasn't been against City. You've come back from 2-0 down though. I don't think you've ever won in the Etihad. Samuel, thanks for the follow. Manny, you're blocked. I'm not showing the screen and you're spamming the chat. I have enough for you now. I don't understand why people think I can show the screen. You know. Do. Was there any doubt, says Greg? I don't think there was anyway. Arsenal have still to play Brighton at home and Newcastle away. They had no chance. Greg, thanks for the follow as well. No half-time potatoes tonight, Alex. No Manchester United playing. It's a superstition for United only, I'm afraid. So, yeah. Need to go for a haircut. Get rid of some of them greys. But yeah, 2-0, guys. To be honest with you, could easily have been 6 in that first half. Really could have been. Really could have been now. Marley is in. Good to see you, pal. Oliver, thanks for the follow. Disco Jockey, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated, guys. On the road to 40,000 followers as well. So if you're new to the channel, hit that follow button. Noah says we're bleeding shocking. Keep me mouth shut, Noel. Fergal says, I'm a Man U fan, but City are a beast of a team. Tying with Arsenal. They are. And look, everybody knows my allegiances, and I don't like Arsenal, and I don't like City, and I don't like Liverpool, but I've said it over the last few years when Liverpool were playing brilliant football. As much as it killed me to say, I thought they were playing brilliant football. I always did say it. And City are just streets ahead of everyone. They really are. You know, and if you're talking Man United next year, and hopefully we can get new owners in and, you know, recruit well in the summer, still going to be a long way to get to City. You know what I mean? City's title now, says Michael. Noel says Haaland, what a player, bleeding quality. Yeah, De Bruyne, man, it's on another level. City are different gravy, says John. City's title, yeah, agree with you, lads. Osimhen says next year's superstition should be a 3-1. I join you in that superstition. A 3-1. What do you mean a 3-1? Not everyone has owners that throw money at any issue, says Patrick. Yeah. What a song. Do. The heat is on the street. Anyone ever see, the song that they have on the ad here is the song that is played at the start of Beverly Hills Cop when he's in the truck full of cigarettes. Anyone ever see that? The heat is on. That song, great song. Chips, rice, curry, or sweet and sour sauce is Osimhen. Here, man. I want to be able to fit into the camera shot. United playing 50 games a season. 50 fucking 3-1s. Jesus Christ. Nick says, do you like to keep the lives small or do you prefer mass debate? What do you mean, Nick? I don't understand what you mean there. like, do I bring people on and talk? If you're talking about bringing other people on for watch-alongs, I don't do that. But like all of that, all of them people who battle each other, you know, Arsenal fans versus Chelsea fans, and they're basically just shouting and roaring at each other on the screen. I have no interest in doing that whatsoever. I really don't. It's not. You don't talk about football. You don't talk about your team. You just slag the opposition fan. I have no interest in it whatsoever. I think it's absolute noise, really. I'm too old to be doing that anyway, so I'd rather talk about football and talk about games and talk about how teams get on and what they're doing, and I just want to talk about Man United more than anything else, you know what I mean? So what's wrong? She asleep? Oh, are we caught in? Oh no, we're not. Should we have widescreen TVs now? Be grand. Yeah, maybe so. Yeah, they're just talking about the Bruyne there. Quality. Quality. Let's have a look at the other scores here. Oh, Forest are 2-1 up on Brighton. That's a great result for Forest and for us. Chelsea are still losing 1-0 and Liverpool are still drawing with West Ham. Forest beating Brighton, that'll put them out of the top 4. Yeah, they'd be 10 points behind us and we'd have... Oh no, they'd be just 10 points behind us. But great to see so many people in, guys. Keep smashing the like button. Hit the follow button if you're new to the channel as well. Anybody on TikTok, if you want the full experience, we're live over on YouTube as well. We've got the scoreboard and the timer on the screen. All of that good stuff. Link is on my homepage, or just search United Community Channel on YouTube. Hit subscribe. Probably over the 3,000 subscriber mark now, I would hope. Maybe not yet, but... Two to go. Do you still think Spurs will get top 4, says Noel? Well, if they beat us tomorrow night, they're still in with a chance. But I think if we beat Spurs tomorrow, I think top 4 is finished. I think United and Newcastle will get it. Unless either one of us just completely buckle. Which I don't really see happening. What would you do if the young one supported Liverpool, says Adam? Well, I'm brainwashing her to death at the moment, so I don't think it's going to happen. But if she did support Liverpool, there'd be no problem. She just need to find somewhere else to live, that's all. I have that problem, Adam, says Oishin. I gave her diabetes. Oh, God. Patrick says Spurs won't get top 4 without a manager. Nah, they won't. Chelsea fancy a relegation battle, says Andreas. Yeah, they do. Kane, thanks for the follow. I can see it being a draw tomorrow. There was an unbelievable stat that I heard. Is it something like... is it like in 110 games in the league, in the last 110 games in the league, Spurs haven't drawn at home or something some crazy stat like that. Basically saying it's not going to be a draw, or it's not going to be. Maybe it was a 0-0 draw. Yeah. Look, we know with Spurs, Kane and Son are the danger men, but their defence is atrocious. If you can't be scoring goals against a defence like that, then, you know. Sancho, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. What do you think about Harry Kane tomorrow? Well, he's a danger man, isn't he? I mean, even we seen the 6-1 that Spurs got absolutely battered. Kane gets his goal most weeks, so I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a goal tomorrow. But I think if we play the same back four as we did on Sunday, I don't see why we wouldn't. I would be hoping we could keep a clean sheet. I just think we're overdue to batter someone. I have a feeling it could come tomorrow. But let's see. I think if they go 3 at the back, if they go 4 at the back, because they've been playing 3 at the back now under the last 2 managers. If they go 4 at the back, we're going to destroy them. We're going to absolutely destroy them. If they go 3 at the back, they'll obviously have their 2 wing backs covering. It might be a little bit tighter, but if they go 4 at the back, we're going to absolutely destroy them. Brian says, I didn't realise Man United haven't finished above City for 10 years. Yeah. Era's come to an end, though. Isn't that what Ten Hag said? All eras have to come to an end. At some stage. Right, I'm going to watch the second half. You won't see me till next season, says Noel. Right, Noel, good luck, man. See you in pre-season, pal. We'll still be here. Thoughts on Jim, says JP. Not too happy about the Jim Radcliffe reports, lads, I have to say. So for anybody who didn't hear, basically, Sir Jim Radcliffe is offering a deal for Manchester United that would enable Joel and Avram Glazer to remain as stakeholders in the club. One of the options on the table for the Glazers would see Jim Radcliffe take a controlling stake of more than 50%, with the 2 Glazers remaining and retaining a combined 20% of Manchester United. Not too happy, to be quite honest with you, but we're going to have to wait and see what happens. We really are.
What do you mean you're gonna watch it? No, leave! Leave! You're crossing my teeth!
You just walked right through the fucking team.
Fuck off the Bruyne. Fuck off the Bruyne.
Oh, no.
We're up and running again, guys.
No.
Second half, here we go. Arsenal have it all to do.
This fucking woman walks in here and then they fucking score. Nah, cut, bruv. Nah, I'm being fucking deadly serious. No, don't smile at me. I'm being deadly serious. Leave the room. Leave the room. No,
Oh, Jesus, City looking for a quick start and Kevin De Bruyne doesn't get his feet right. Patrick says, Chelsea are a joke of a club. Champions League winners to owner helping a war to being bought by an idiot to tent. Kane needs a trophy to highlight his brilliance, so need to come to us. Alzi says, Surprisingchenko didn't sit the Arsenal players down on the pitch and start talking to them like a primary school teacher. Patrick says, if they have 20%, would that not just make them investors and let Sir Jim work away? and they can retire back to America and ruin the MLS or something. It would, but it would also mean that the cunts are still going to pull dividends out of the club. And I don't want them taking another cent out of the club because they're already after taking too much. So, yeah. I don't want them taking anything out of our club anymore. I want them gone completely.
Oh, no, man. This fucking woman walks in here.
Osimhen says, right, I gotta go tell Diabete a bedtime story from Matner, apparently. I'll try to get back on debate. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. No bother, Osimhen. Appreciate it, man.
No, don't laugh at me. Leave the room. No, leave.
Go on the Blues, says Wallers. Go on the Blues. Big one on Sunday for the Blues. Freebooters, Leinster Junior Cup semi-final. Get up out of that. Oh, hope to God they win it by.
He just walked right through the fucking
Yeah, it'd be
team.
great now. Looking forward to going out and watching it.
Fuck off the
Oh
Bruyne.
no. Oh no.
Oh, no. Oh,
Nice ball out of Ramsdale.
This fucking woman walks in here and then they fucking score. Nah, cut, bruv. Nah, I'm being fucking deadly serious. No, don't smile at me. I'm being deadly serious. Leave the room.
Oh, Saka does well. Bit of space now for Xhaka. Gets away to Zinchenko. Back to Xhaka with a strike. Easy enough save. Newcastle trying to get McTominay. Not sure how true it is. Seen it on one of the pages. Yeah, they've been linked with him a couple of times in the last couple of months. They wanted to buy him in January actually, but Ten Hag didn't sell him because obviously we're so short on players. But I'd be happy to let him go on the summer if they're willing to pay a few bob for him.
Now I'm being fucking deadly serious. No, don't smile at me. I'm being deadly serious. Leave the room. No, don't laugh at me. Leave the room. No, leave. No, leave. Babe, leave. No, leave. You're not watching it. How can you walk into the fucking school? What do you mean you're gonna watch it? No, leave. You're crossing my teeth. Bruv.
He just walked right through the fucking team.
Fuck off the Bruyne.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no, man.
I got a video playing in the background. What's playing in the background?
Nah, cut, bruv. Nah, I'm being fucking deadly
Oh,
serious.
there must be something on Twitter, is there? Oh yeah, my Twitter feed is open in the background. Sorry. What is it? What was it? Oh, that fucking idiot troops on Arsenal TV. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Yeah, supposedly he's after absolutely flipping with his missus while watching this game. That's probably what you're hearing in the background. I haven't listened to it yet, but his troops in your wardrobe. I hope not. If he is, he'd get one of them. 2-1 to Liverpool, says Josh. Would you prefer Qatar or Sir Jim? Well, I prefer Qatar now, given the fact that Sir Jim is happy to keep the Glazers on in some capacity. I don't want them anywhere near our club. Yeah, City are just dominating again. They've picked up where they left off really here from the first half. Thoughts on the FA Cup final with it being a Manchester derby, says Emda. I mean, it's going to be some game. It really is. I'm really looking forward to it. Obviously, we are huge underdogs, but I'm okay with that. A one-off final, God knows what can happen. City are definitely the favourites. I would love to be the team to stop City doing the treble. And I think every United player should have that in their mind going into the final. You know, you should be ready to lay down your life rather than let City win that game. Because if they do get over Real Madrid, I think they'll win the Champions League as well, because they'll have either one of the Milan teams in the final, and that should be relatively simple for them. So, yeah. Matthew says, when do you think Man United will next win the Premier League and Champions League? It's hard to know, really. It's a lot of factors have to come into play. You have to recruit well. You have to stay injury-free. You have to get a bit of luck. You have to be the best team. You have to rotate correctly. You have to have depth in your squad. I think we tick the boxes on a few of them. They all have to fall into place at the right time. But we're going in the right direction. That's all we can ask for. Dale says, Arsenal win the league, laughing faces. Adam says, if we beat City at Old Trafford. Oh, Haaland is in here. Oh, and Ramsdale with another brilliant save. Grealish now gets it to the edge of the box and the strike is blocked. I mean, City could easily be 6-0 up here. They really could, only for Ramsdale in the goal. Sloppy by Arsenal. Haaland is away and De Bruyne has got a bit of space if he slips him. Here's De Bruyne. Oh, 3-0. It's all over. Kevin De Bruyne, 2 goals and an assist. He's absolute quality. He is absolute quality. But it all comes from a mistake by Odegaard in the middle of the park. It's over. Bye-bye league. Arsenal are just a bunch of bottlers. A bunch of bottlers. It's over. Game over. League over. Season over for Arsenal. No trophy. You can sit there and talk to your assistant all you want, Arteta. You might as well get the towels out on the sunbeds now. You might as well be in Spain on holidays, boy. It's over. The league is over, my friend. Kevin De Bruyne is on another level. He's just different gravy. Different gravy, boy. Arsenal fans, boy. That's our 3 league titles in a row forgotten. Adam, don't you dare. Don't you dare. We've done it twice. And every time we've done 3 in a row, we've won a Champions League with it. So... did we expect that less? I think everyone was expecting it, wasn't we? If only we had Kevin De Bruyne, says Fitz. I know, man. I know. I think every team in the world would like him, wouldn't they? Where do you think United are finishing this season, says Aaron? I think we'll finish 3rd. Sloppy by Arsenal. Story of the last few weeks from the more successful Tottenham, says Pat. Yeah. Yeah. Who are you going for, says Bruyne? Well, I think it's hard to go for anybody but City, considering they're 3-0 up. Will we win the FA Cup, says Connor? Well, look, we'll definitely be underdogs, but a one-off final, anything can happen. I think City should have too much for us, though, if I'm being honest. Dale says, didn't know we had these. Yeah, they're just at it, Dale. Think Arsenal fans are waving the white flag? I think so. But it's a corner to Arsenal now. Free out. But great to see so many people in, guys. Over 500 people watching. Hit the follow button if you're new to the channel. What's the score? It's 3-0 to City. Ricey is in. I told ya. Go on the Blues. Big one Sunday, kid. Ian says, Ian here. I'm in the pub. Can't find it anywhere on TV. Don't worry, Ian. You have a drink for us, man. Someday I'm going to come to Austin, Texas and have a drink with you, my friend. Lampard out. Chelsea down 2-0. 2-0. Oh, man. Chelsea are 2-0 down to Brentford. Jesus. And Brighton are 2-1 down. You said it, to be fair. And look, I mean, I think it was always going to happen, though. I just don't think they have the experience in the team like City do. City know how to grind out these league titles. They just know how to do it. Haaland just too good. He's a sicko. The touch of the first goal. Ricey. Whatever about Haaland. Kevin De Bruyne tonight has been on another planet. 2 goals and an assist from midfield. He's been on another planet, so he has. He's absolutely unbelievable. He really is. The drinks are on me. Good season. I'll hold you to that, Ian, if I'm ever there. Don't know if I'll be able to get used to the heat, though. Poch will be managing in the championship, says Paul. He fucking might be, yeah. He might be, yeah. Jesus. Patrick says Lampard has to be the luckiest man in football. Management nearly got Everton relegated and then gets the Chelsea job back. I know. What's the score? It's 3-0 to Manchester City, guys. And it's 3-1 to Nottingham Forest as well, guys, against Brighton. And that is, you would say, Brighton's top 4 hopes diminishing, which is good as a United fan. Keeps them off our back, in fairness. Gunners bottle it, no surprise, says Quicksilver. Us Geordies hate Chelsea, Ian. Best team in the land and all of the world, City, says user. Well, you're the best team in England. Whatever about the world, that's yet to be decided. I think Real Madrid will have something to say about that in the semi-final. Is it bad to say, as a United fan, I'm worried about Villa? Well, worried about the game or worried about their position? I mean, we're 5 points ahead of them with 3 games in hand. So, I think if we can beat Spurs tomorrow night, I think minimum we'll finish 4th. Yeah. So, just concentrate on Spurs first. You look a bit tired today. Do I? Feel good. Just I haven't got any gel in my hair today. So maybe that's it. Would have been better for the league if Arsenal won the Prem, really, says Connor. Yeah, look, it would have been the fairy tale story, but I think as an opposition fan, obviously I'm from Ireland. There's basically no City fans here. You wouldn't have to. It's the lesser of two evils in relation to having to listen to opposition fans, and I don't like Arsenal anyway, so. And I just don't like him, and it's even their songs, cause it's Arsenal FC. Stupid songs, like. At least it's not Liverpool. Exactly. We will win Sunday. I'm there. I'll be cracking the whip. Good man, Ben. That's the shot, man. This game is over. This game is over. Never hear the end of it from Arsenal fans. If they won, we'll be going on about it for years, says MD. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. The one City fan I know literally thinks they're going to batter us in June. He's deluded. Well, he has the right to be, given how good City are, but anything can happen in a one-off league game. Guys, I need anybody. Can anybody tell me in the chat? I need recommendations for a series to watch. Anybody watching any good series at the moment? Let me know in the chat. William, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Who's going down, says Ricey. Let's have a look at the table here. I think Southampton are done. I mean, outside of that, I mean, it's an unbelievable result for Forest. That takes them out of the relegation zone with the win tonight. Only by a point. Everton have a game in hand on them and would leapfrog them again. I really hope Forest stay up. I have a soft spot. Or do I? I don't know if I do, to be honest with you. I like their manager. He seems like a good, honest man. But I don't like the fact that they bought like 78 players. I know they had to, given the fact that the majority of their squad were loaned out in the Championship last year. Or were loanees. Southampton... I think Leicester are going to go down. I think Leicester are in big trouble. Southampton, Leicester, and Southampton, Leicester, and Everton probably. Probably the bottom. Leeds are teetering on the edge. I'll go Southampton, Leicester and Leeds. I think may go down. Ozark says, Luke watched it. Kane, Series 2, says Ricey. I need to watch the first series. I may go on that actually. I want that AIG shirt. You can't have it off me because that's a green screen. Look at my fingers disappearing. Not real. The Diplomat on Netflix, great show, says Ian. The Diplomat is another person saying the Diplomat there, right? I must get on that. The Diplomat. Top Boy says Alzi. You haven't seen that either. Paul says Southampton, Leicester, and Chelsea to get relegated. United have spent 1.7 billion and haven't won a league since 2012-2013, and they say City is a money club. That must be a Liverpool fan, is it? Must be a Liverpool fan. Yeah, we've spent what is it, $1 billion? It's not 1.7 billion like you said there. That's absolute nonsense. It's like 1.1 or 1.2 billion. We haven't spent it well up until last summer, and I think last summer we spent really well. Okay, we overspent, and that's down to the directors not being able to get deals over the line professionally. But Ten Hag in his first transfer window has bought really, really well. So let's see what happens. Football is a very fickle thing, you know. Like in 2 years' time, you mightn't even have the bollocks to come on and say that to me if we end up winning the league. You know? So prediction score on the game for tomorrow night. I think I went 3-0 to United. I think we're going to give them a battering. I hope I'm right, but Neymar to United is 14-1, says Luke. I hope we go as far in the opposite direction as humanly possible from Neymar. I don't want anything to do with him. I don't want him associated with our club. I don't want him to the words Manchester United to ever come out of his mouth, come into his head. I don't want anything to do with him. He is the biggest fraud to ever play the game. He is so talented, such a waste of talent, all because his attitude is terrible, his ego is too big, he's on too much money. I don't want United to go anywhere near him, and I don't think we ever will, because Ten Hag is too smart. Now, there you go. Be good when City get demoted for FFP. David says, do you miss Ronaldo? Not in the slightest. I think sacking Ronaldo saved our season. Correct me if I'm wrong, but sacking Ronaldo saved our season. So it did. Pure and simple. All of a sudden, the attention switched from Cristiano Ronaldo to football. And football won. And the Ronaldo circus followed, and off it went to Saudi Arabia, where it can fucking stay. He'll always be a legend of the club, but what he done this season in the United jersey was nothing short of a disgrace. So, yeah, good riddance. Come on, mate, better than Weghorst. I couldn't give a fuck. I'd rather put my grandmother up front than Ronaldo after how he acted this season. Refusing to come on, walking out of the ground while your teammates are still playing. Disgraceful. Disgraceful. This is a team game, not an individual game. I'm not going back in on Ronaldo again, because we had this conversation months ago, and I made my thoughts very clear about it then. I think his actions this season were nothing short of disgraceful. He should be ashamed of himself, and I'm glad he's gone. And I think Ten Hag got it absolutely spot on. Would you rather fight Ronaldo or fight Mike Tyson? Ronaldo. Who in the name of God would like to fight Mike Tyson? Luke says, Dennis Irwin better player than Roy Keane? Question mark from a Cork man. I don't think that's a valid question, because they were completely different players, different positions, different. Dennis Irwin was like, a lot of people put Gary Neville as right back, and rightly so, in the Premier League team of all time. But I think the only reason that is because Dennis Irwin played left back for the majority of his career, and obviously Ashley Cole is probably the best left back. But I think Dennis Irwin is the second best left back in club history, or in Premier League history, after Ashley Cole. And then Gary Neville, or whoever you want after that. Dennis Irwin was unbelievable. Right foot, left foot, could head the ball, could take a free kick, could take a penalty. It was just always fit, never injured, never any issues about pay or anything like that, off the field stuff. Just, Irwin is just a dream of a player. Handbags. Handbags by... Hassan says you're absolutely correct about Ronaldo. Alzi said Neymar would be the biggest waste of money. Yeah, I agree, guys. I agree. Let's see. Will this win seal it for Man City, says Mocky? Yeah, I think so. Now, look, they're still second in the league. They're 2 points behind, but they've got 2 games in hand. Can you pick your top 2 signings for United this summer? Harry Kane and Jude Bellingham would be great. I don't think we'll get him. But Harry Kane and De Jong, if he's available. But I do think we need more. I think we need another centre-back as well. And we need a goalkeeper to challenge De Gea. I'm Irish is in. Good to see you, pal. Kane or Osimhen? I'd go Kane. We were talking about it earlier, and I think if you're looking for guaranteed Premier League goals, besides Haaland, Kane is your man. Looks like the Noisy Neighbours has it. Yeah, looks like it. Looks like it, I'm afraid. Looks like it. We should get Kim Min-jae and Harry Kane or Osimhen, says Alexander. Won't get FA with the Glazers in charge. They'll be gone, don't worry. Should be a clear out in the summer. Yeah, hopefully round 2 of the clear out. We got the first round, your Pogbas and your Lingards and these types of players last summer, but hopefully this summer now your Kane, your Maguires, your McTominays, your Martials, bye-bye, jog on, fresh, you know. How confident are you on the Glazers leaving? I think they'll go. I think it's too far gone now for them to stay. So yeah, I think I'm confident enough that they'll go, yeah. Need to keep Wan-Bissaka? Yeah, I'd love to see Wan-Bissaka stay. I think he deserves it. I think his improvements this year have been really, really good, and the attacking side of his game has improved. We know how good of a defender he is, and I love an old school defender, and he is an old school defender, so, you know. Free kick to Arsenal here now in a decent position. Over the bar. Would love to see Depay back at United, says Josh. I wouldn't. Not a fan of Fred myself, but he's done well lately, says Connor. Fred has got, and if you watched my match preview today on YouTube, you would have heard me say that I was talking about Lindelof and how he's been unlucky to be kind of downcasted because of his allegiances with Harry Maguire. I don't think Lindelof is anywhere near as bad of a defender than he has shown, and I think a lot of that is because he's played with Maguire. And I think Fred falls into a similar category with McTominay. I think Fred is a better player than McTominay, and I think he has seen his game decline because of who he's playing beside. I mean, when we signed Fred, Pep Guardiola wanted him for City. So, you know, Pep Guardiola wasn't going out trying to sign fucking Scott McTominay. You know what I mean? P. Evan Ferguson signed a new contract, says Shane. Yeah, I kind of partially expected it, but I would not rule out a summer move. There's probably a release clause now of 40 or 50 million for him, and I think maybe that was the reason for him signing a new deal. But he'll obviously get better money and stuff like that. But you know, he'll probably play one more season with Brighton and move on. Then I would say. Ogbene says, show us the match and not your face. Here's what you do, right? Get a job. First of all, get off the dole. Then get a job. save a few bob, buy a TV, get Sky Sports yourself, take your finger, shove it up your arse, then take it back out and scroll to the next one. How about that? Phil Jones on the wage list, but did Sky for FA Cup final get these frauds out? Exactly. You know what I mean? Exactly. I know, but there will be a clear out in the summer. You know, Phil Jones' contract is up. Get rid of Maguire, get rid of McTominay, get rid of Martial. I would probably go as far. I'm on the fence for Sancho. Probably give Sancho one more season to see can he come good. If he doesn't, then he's not a Ten Hag signing, so he's not going to have a lot of loyalty. So yeah. Hopefully he'll bring some young lads through also. Exactly. I mean, I only seen tonight that Ahmad is after getting Fans Player of the Year at Sunderland. He's having a brilliant season in the Championship. Now I know the Championship is, it's a much bigger step up coming into the Premier League. But you bring back the likes of an Ahmad, give him 15 games a season, let him continue to develop. Then, yeah, young lads coming through. Palestri is there, Garnacho is there, Manu's got some good games this year as well. Who in their right mind would buy Slabhead? You'd be surprised. I mean, there's teams that play a low block. I think Harry Maguire would actually probably be a decent enough footballer. I think that's why he got so much praise at the likes of Leicester and Hull before, is that they played a low block. It's a different story when you go to Man United. All of a sudden you're playing on the halfway line and there's 50 yards of space in behind you and the ball is put over the top and you're turning like a fucking Arctic truck. There's no way you're going to be able to get back. So I just don't think he suits a top team, but I think he would be decent at a Leicester or an Everton or a Crystal Palace or someone like that. You know what I mean? I think he'd have a decent enough career. So the other games are over, guys. Forest beat Brighton 3-1. Liverpool beat West Ham 2-1. And Chelsea lose 2-0 to Brentford. If you're new to the channel, guys, please do hit the follow button. About 5 minutes to go on this game here. Labo, thanks for the follow. We're on the road to 40,000 followers now, which is great. We do all of the Manchester United watch-alongs, and we do the odd watch-along like this as well for the bigger games. So make sure you're hitting the follow button. Daily Manchester United content, football content. Make sure you're subscribing to the YouTube channel as well. Link is on my homepage. I think we're just about on the 3,000 mark. I think we might pass it tonight, which is great. So, yeah, make sure you're following over there as well. We do podcasts. We do daily news shows over on YouTube. We do transfer talk shows, all of that kind of stuff coming up now. Plenty of content coming up on YouTube in the summer as well. Make sure you're hitting the follow button, the subscribe button over on YouTube as well. Oh, goal for Arsenal. 5 minutes to go. Rob Holding. 3-1. Connor says, how did you get into the TikTok, YouTube? I just watch all the United games and I decided just to see what it would be like to start a channel. and get other people on just to talk to while the game is on. And yeah, it started really slow, maybe 2-3 people watching, and then started uploading onto TikTok. And once you get 1,000 followers on TikTok, then you can go live. So I started going live, and then yeah, so it's a slow process, but yeah, I enjoy it. I watch all the United games, so might as well be on talking to people while we're doing it, having a bit of a laugh. Is the comeback on? I don't think so. 3 minutes ago, I couldn't see it. Fair play to you. Great channel. Appreciate it, Connor. Luke says, should get guests on and all few drinks and stuff. Well, I'm looking at next season. I'm looking at maybe doing some match reactions after the United games on YouTube where we get guests on. Maybe other content creators that do United content, and maybe doing a match reaction after each game. And I'm going to be looking to expand the podcast as well and stuff like that. So yeah, I've got some ideas in the pipeline, and we'll see how it goes. Knock knock. Who's there? An octopus. An octopus who? Do you do this full time, says Maki? No, I don't. I've got a full time job as well. This is just this is exactly. Did you see that ninja? What ninja? Exactly. Bring on Spain. But no, this is not my full time job. Hopefully someday, if you guys keep watching and keep following, it might be. If the channel gets big enough, but at the moment it's just a hobby. So yeah, let's see what happens. Diogo Dargoni. What happened to your hair? Nothing, Chris. Just didn't put any product in it tonight. Will Varane be back for the final? Don't know. Ten Hag is hoping he will, but don't know. Connor says get Jonathan Morley on. No, I like lads who talk with some kind of reality in their mind. You know. Jonathan has his opinions, and he's well entitled to them. I'm not against the chap. I don't know him. He does seem to put a lot of opinions out there for hits and to be controversial, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just not it's not the way I want my channel to be. I just like to talk about football, and I like to talk about Manchester United, and I don't like to get too deluded. I like to keep it, you know, if you like United get battered by Liverpool, you don't hear me 7-0. You don't hear me shouting and roaring. I give out about it and I criticise, but I don't shout and roar. So yeah. As Arsenal even competed, I had to take care of a leak underneath one of our properties. They haven't competed at all. Not that they haven't competed. They've tried. City have just blown them away. Absolutely destroyed them. So they have. They've absolutely destroyed them. So yeah. What's the score? It's 3-0. Or sorry, it's 3-1 to Manchester City. City could have easily scored 7 goals tonight. Only for Ramsdale in the goal. See, not even in second gear. Well, they were in the first half, but obviously since they've got the second and third goals, they can take the foot off the pedal, really, can't they? But what have we got, guys? We've got about 2.5 minutes. 3.5 minutes, sorry, left. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, do hit the follow button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Loads of content coming up on YouTube as well in the coming weeks and months. Transfer window coming in, new owners, all of the watch-alongs. So make sure you're subscribing to the YouTube channel. The link is on my homepage. We put up a lot of YouTube shorts now as well. And we're doing the podcast. We have to get back doing the podcast. It's been a few weeks, but I probably won't. I might do one next Monday. It won't be with Ricey though, because he has a big game on Sunday himself. So I leave him alone. But I might, we'll see. But plenty of content coming up in terms of transfer news and daily Manchester United news, watch-alongs, all of that kind of stuff. And then, before we know it, we'll be back into the pre-season tour, and we'll be doing all of the watch-alongs for that as well. Here's Mahrez now coming up the left, or the right-hand side. It's intercepted. Kapiri, thanks for the gifts. Much appreciated. Haaland, boy, when he takes the hairband out of his hair, he looks like one of the boys out of Hanson, doesn't he? He's gonna burst into song. Bop, dink da ba doom bop, do it up ba doom bop. Fucking that lad from Hanson can score goals though. Sign me up for the podcast, says Chris. I've got some ideas. I'm going to try and get some other content guys on as well. I'm going to have to start sending out some cold emails to guys, or DMing a few lads. But I'm going to see what I'll do. I'm going to see what we can do. Got some ideas for the new season as well. So see what happens. And getting rid of the green screen as well. The green screen will be no more in the new season. Oh, Haaland scores 4-1. $49 goals this season. Jesus Christ. $49 goals. My God, he's an animal. Absolute animal. So he is. Reality check for Arsenal. Moving up in the world of YouTube, no more green screens. I might keep them for some things, but I'm doing up the room and I'm just going to have it more modern. I'm going to get some background lights maybe and stuff like that. Paint the, maybe try and get a sign and stuff like that. Stickers are there, Chris. Teo stickers as well. But guys, look, I appreciate it. It's 4-1 to see. Blew Arsenal away, really did. Yeah, it's league over. League over, in my opinion. Arsenal after bottling it. But anyway, look, I appreciate everybody watching, guys. Oh, there's argy-bargy going on here again. Ben White with his plucked eyebrows and his fake tan going in after Jack Grealish. And there's no need for City fans to get, or City players to be getting involved here. I mean, you know, they're only getting it. I mean, Ben White is a fucking dickhead there anyway. But anyway, look, if you're new to the channel, guys, please do hit the follow button. If you're new to the YouTube and you're watching over there now, please do hit the subscribe button. We're going to be live tomorrow night for United's game against Spurs. Big game for United. If we win tomorrow, it pretty much sews up top 4 for us. So a massive game tomorrow night. Really looking forward. We're going to be live. I think the game is on at 8 o'clock again, isn't it? Let me just double check here. Game is at 8:15, so we'll be live from 7:45 tomorrow night, guys. If you're new to the channel, hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification as well, so you'll get notified as soon as we go live. You can do that on TikTok as well. Go onto my homepage. There's a bell at the top of the page. You can just click that. It'll notify you when we go live. Appreciate all the likes, comments, shares, subscribes.